Revelio.
Oh, something must be done about the vile thieves who infested the area.
Incendio. Accio. Confringo. Accio. Defendo.
The Ashwinders cannot be allowed to run roughshod over our way of life.
Is everything all right, Madam...
Olivier, Madame Olivier, and no, everything is not all right. The vermin known as the Ashwinders have infested nearby Clagmar Castle, disrupting not only our sense of peace, but our valuable trade. It appeared that they were finally going to slither away until Sylvanus Selwyn arrived.
Sylvanus Selwyn?
Head rat. My guess is that if someone were to take out Selwyn, the rest of the Ashwinders would disperse. But Selwyn is a skilled wizard. I certainly can't take care of him myself. Believe me, I wish I could. I'm at my wit's end.
What's so dangerous about the Ashwinders?
They're not your typical thieves and extortionists. Not that typical thieves and extortionists are lovely company. They would not leave poor Bella Navarro alone. She'd given them everything, but still they kept threatening her. She was ready to go back to her family in Italy, almost lost her livelihood. They are ruthless.
Sylvanus Selwyn? I thought Victor Rookwood headed up the Ashwinders.
Selwyn's one of Rookwood's lieutenants. Not quite as terrifying as Theophilus Harlow, but a menace nonetheless.
Where is Clagmar Castle?
Clagmar Castle's along the south coast, south and to the west of here.
I could take care of Selwyn for you.
Goodness, no! I'd never ask a student to confront Selwyn. But I'm offering a nice bounty on his head. Feel free to put the word out. I only want Cragcroft to go back to normal. I'm tired of living under the thumb of Selwyn and his cronies.
Revelio. Sounds as if Sylvanus Selwyn has to go. Revelio. This must be the castle that Sylvanus Selwyn and his thieves are in. If I can just get to him, I should be able to disband the group. Imperium!
Stop these fools!
Selwyn would be as sick of this hole as we are. Camped out here as long as we have.
Arresto momentum.
You made a mistake. To your knees.
Confringo. Rependo. Descendo. Defendo. Your life ends here. This could be fun.
Made a great mistake.
Confringo.
You
Bombarda.
Petrificus totalis!
Defender! Arresto momentum! Compulso! Flash of inspiration! Glacius!
Expulsion!
Expelliarmus! Look up!
That's mine! Barely felt anything that's quite conductive, aren't we?
Arresto momentum! Flipendo! Bombarda! Expelliarmus! Cabalzo! Glacius! Defendo! Imperial!
Young dragons around here
Like no Expelliarmus!
Selwyn season. Nothing left to steal from Moonridge View.
Revelio!
Rookwood should never have put Selwyn in charge. Although I suppose Selwyn is better than Harlow. Expulso!
I wonder if I can pull his guards away.
A storm is coming. Incendio!
Incendio!
Trouble's brewing.
I think you'll like this.
Imperial! Arresto momentum!
Aha! Back some more. Expulso! Knew you were still hanging about.
That's just pitiful. You're a bit dodgy with this sweetheart.
Confringo!
Petrificus Totalis.
Incendio!
Let's see how you like this.
Petrificus Totalis.
I'm just warming up.
Flipendo! Descendo! Findo!
You'll want to defend yourself.
Glacius! Bombarda! Expelliarmus! Descendo! Flipendo! Confringo! Incendio! Defendo! Glacius! Accio!
Go Petrificus
Benite!
Petrificus Totalis.
That's it for Selwyn. I should go and see Madame Olivier back in Crabcross. About to. Accio! Bombarda!
Petrificus Totalis.
Incendio! Confringo!
Here I find you. Petrificus Totalis. Petrificus Totalis.
Flipendo! Descendo! Bombarda! Defendo! Revelio! I don't like the looks of that encampment. Revelio.
Have you heard any news about Sylvana Selwyn?
Selwyn has been taken care of.
You defeated Selwyn? Merlin's beard. A student took down one of Rookwood's top filth. Then I suppose this bounty is yours. Well deserved.
Surely the safety of Cragcroft is worth more. I'd hate for the Ashwinders to know who offered a bounty on Selwyn.
What a snide little rat! No sense of honor! You're worse than the Ashwinders. Fine. I can give you a bit more, but our business is finished. It's time for Cragcroft to live in peace. Take your money and get out. I may be glad to be rid of.
Revelio. Revelio. I should investigate. Lumos. Revelio. Lumos. Revelio.
Who's that crime?
Come on, Hazel.
Stop right there!
Luma. Hazel must be here somewhere. Revelio. Arresto momentum. Professor Howard, Revelio. Arresto momentum. No need to... I can take Hazel back to a vivarium now. I should let Madame Bugbrook know she's safe.
I heard something. Come here!
Levioso! Levioso! Damn you!
Arresto momentum. Expelliarmus. Flipendo. Descendo. Protego.
So I look like a letty.
Lumos. Confringo.
Come out before I find you. You may want to move.
Accio. Confringo. Bombardo. Flipendo.
You dare slay one of my own! Stop sticking around like a hut!
Flipendo. One less poacher in the wizarding world. Accio. Aloha Mora. Arresto momentum. Everything's all right now. Revelio. Bombardo. Expelliarmus. Confringo. Incendio. Revelio.
They come after me.
Imperio.
What was that?
Descendo. Flipendo. Descendo.
What is this?
Flipendo. Confringo. Descendo. Revelio.
did you find my pointy pony?
Madam Bugbrook, I found your unicorn friend Hazel.
Oh, what a relief! Is she all right? Are you all right? Do you have a safe place for her to stay?
We're both fine. And I have a safe place for her at Hogwarts.
You've a kind heart, you do. I'm relieved and thankful that you'll take care of her. I shall miss my sweet pointy pony, but I know she's safer away from the poachers. Do give her a nice brushing for me, won't you? Take good care of Hazel now.
Are you ready to put an end to Harlow?
I'm ready to do what's needed to take Harlow down. I know you have a plan.
We must gather information from the friends of Mr. Bickle that Archie and Mrs. Bickle mentioned. Agabus Filbert, Otto Dibble, and Mr. and Mrs. Rabe.
All right.
I suggest that you speak with each of them while I head to the Hogshead. I saw some Ashwinders heading there. And as my mother would never go near the Hogshead, she is less likely to learn of my activities than if I were to wander the village questioning its residents.
What sort of information am I trying to gather from these people?
They may know what evidence Mr. Bickle had against Harlow, or they may have evidence of their own. We simply need to know whatever they know.
Where am I to find these friends of his?
I do not know about Mr. Rabe, but his wife, Daisy, is often in Hogsmeade, as is Agabus Filbert. And Otto Dibble, he works at Gladrags, so you will likely find him there.
Very well. I'll speak with them, see what I can learn.
I knew I could rely on you. We need to know how they are being blackmailed by Rookwood and Harlow. Meet me here after you have spoken with them. Hopefully, by the time you return, I will be able to move a bit more freely.
Revelio. Mrs. Rabe should be nearby.
Oh, Isco, what have I done?
Mrs. Rabe, I wondered if I might speak with you about Theophilus Harlow. I'm a friend of the Bickles and I'm trying to gather evidence against him.
Poor Joanna and little Archie. And now Harlow has taken my darling Isco.
What do you mean? Why?
I'm a security guard at Gringotts, and my husband is a curse breaker for them. Harlow approached me about helping him extort my colleagues into giving him treasures from the vaults.
And you declined?
Of course I declined. Repeatedly. I thought they'd given up, until I came home one night and found my husband gone, and a note affixed to my door with a knife. The note stated that I only had a few days to reconsider helping with some banking needs and that my husband would appreciate it if I acted quickly. But the help Harlow wants is help that I cannot give, and my dearest Isco is paying the price.
Are you sure the note means that your husband was kidnapped?
What else could it possibly mean? Besides, I came home to find that someone had trampled the daisies in our garden. It may sound silly, but those were Isco's pride and joy. He would never have let that happen.
Have you helped Harlow since your husband was taken?
No, I'm worried sick about Isco, but he'd never want me to compromise my integrity. I also know that he's extremely clever. That said, I was hoping he would have escaped by now. It makes me concerned as to why he hasn't.
Why wouldn't Harlow extort your husband?
Isco's job is even more removed from the vaults than mine. He travels the world for the bank. He could do nothing for Harlow. I'm the one in the bank on a daily basis, which evidently makes me an enticing target for blackmail.
Thank you, Mrs. Rabe. Knowing the lengths that Harlow will go to is helpful, albeit more than disturbing.
Mr. Bickle was trying to help us, but now he's gone. I don't know what to do.
I shall do all I can to get evidence against Harlow, Mrs. Rabe.
Very well. Here's the note I received. You must be careful as well. Please don't put yourself in danger.
Some evidence worth hanging on to.
Thank you. I hope it's not too late.
Now, to find Mr. Bickle's other two friends. Otto Dibble works at Gladrags. I should check there.
Please tell me you didn't take it. But perhaps it's been here all along.
Mr. Dibble, may I speak with you? It's about Theophilus Harlow.
I've nothing to say about him. May I interest you in a stunning cravat today?
Please, sir, I'd like to help. I spoke to Mrs. Bickle.
You know the Bickles? All right. But we must be discreet. Can't have Mr. Hill hearing this.
I know Mr. Hill. He was kind to me the day of the troll attack.
Oh, he's a good man. But even he wouldn't understand about Harlow. It started a few weeks ago. I was distracted, reading a note, when you-know-who came into the shop. I hid the note behind the counter and offered to help him. He stared at me for a moment, then asked me to check on an order he'd placed. I went into the storeroom to check on what turned out to be a non-existent order. When I returned, he was holding the note.
What was in the note?
It was a note from Rosie Hill, Mr. Hill's daughter. You see, we've been, secretly engaged these past 6 months. We haven't told Mr. Hill yet. I dare say he has higher hopes for her. Harlow advised me in no uncertain terms that my relationship with Rosie, not to mention my employment here, depended upon my cooperation.
What did he ask you to do?
It all happened so quickly. In an instant, he took a very expensive scarf from the counter, pocketed it, and smiled. He said, "Your secret is safe as long as I can supply my lady friend with delightful items like this every so often." I've been able to cover for his requests until now with some creative bookkeeping, but I can't keep it up for much longer. I'm terrified to say anything. I could never live without Rosie.
I met Mr. Hill the day of the troll attack. He was kind to me. Why don't you just tell him?
He's a lovely man, but when it comes to Rosie, I fear he loses all perspective. He'd see this as a grave betrayal. I'd lose my job instantly, and Rosie as well.
What have you been doing to keep the extortion a secret?
Well, as I mentioned, creative bookkeeping. And I've also been trying to cover the costs with my own savings, but I'm running out of money. Of course, none of this bodes well for my efforts to improve my circumstances and be worthy of Rosie.
Could you give me a bit more detail about the note? That might help me to identify it should I come across it.
It's on Rosie's special pink stationery. It has her monogram at the top, RH. That's how Mr. Hill would know it was real.
Thank you for telling me. I'm gathering evidence to take Harlow down.
I would love nothing more than to see him rotting in Azkaban, but be careful. He's an awful man and incredibly dangerous. As for Rosie's letter, should you happen upon it, I have committed it to memory. You may destroy it immediately.
Understood.
Now hurry off before Mr. Hill returns.
We're on the right track. Now to find the last of Mr. Bickle's friends. Agabus Filbert must be around here somewhere.
Hello there.
Aloha, Mora.
Oh.
Revelio.
Excuse me, Mr. Filbert? I wondered if I might speak with you about your dealings with Theophilus Harlow. I hope to ease Mrs. Bickle's mind by gathering evidence against him.
Oh, tragic, what happened to Bickle. He wanted me to speak out against Harlow for an act of violence committed against me. But I feared Harlow's retaliation, and so I refused.
You may have shared Mr. Bickle's fate if you had spoken out against Harlow as he requested.
Unfortunately, I suspect you're right.
You said that Harlow committed an act of violence against you. Could you tell me what happened?
Before my extraordinary wife, Dulcibella, passed away, she had just completed a small book of poetry. As a surprise for her birthday, one she never had the chance to celebrate, I had the book beautifully bound and plated in gold. One day, Harlow came calling to punish me for having spoken out against the Neanderthals that comprise Rookwood's lot. Before I knew it, I'd been petrified, and Harlow was rifling through my home. He found the book of poetry, with its exquisite gold plating. I watched helplessly, lying there in my entranceway as he walked away with the book, laughing as he went. I was shaken to my core, still am, to be honest.
I imagine you fear Harlow retaliating again, but do you mind if I share this information with Officer Singer?
I suppose I have no choice. This extortion can't go on forever. You can pass it on to anyone who may be willing to help. Harlow does not like people talking, as you already know.
I've spoken with Mr. Bickle's friends. Now to find Natty.
Revelio.
It's not like Natty to be late. She said she was going to the Hog's Head. Perhaps I'll find her there. Natty must be around here somewhere. Natty's wand. She can cast without it. She wanted me to find this. She's in trouble. Revelio will show me where she was taken.
Revelio!
Natty must have been taken this way. I need to find her quickly. The footprints led to this room. There must be another way forward. A hidden door. Natty must have been taken this way. I need to find her quickly.
Revelio!
Better be sure I'm not seen.
You seen that girl this night? Everyone's coming for her. You would just kill her.
Harlow says her friend had been reckless enough. He wants them alive.
Enough to come in here alone.
Just keep an eye out.
Hey.
Imperial!
Oh, what a night! Reductor! Reductor! Tango! Reductor! Reductor! Reductor!
Flipendo! Descendo! Expelliarmus!
Reductor!
Incendio! Confringo!
You're going to regret that.
Protego! Flipendo! Descendo! Expelliarmus! Confringo! Glacius!
Made a great
Expelliarmus!
No!
Bombarda!
You will pay for your deed.
Stupefy! Expelliarmus! Revelio! Bombarda! Flipendo! Accio! Wingardium Leviosa! Revelio! Revelio.
Oi, oi.
Revelio.
Aye.
Imperium.
What was that sound?
Revelio. Allow me to...
Closer.
Arresto momentum.
What's that?
Defendo. Sendo. Expelliarmus. Bombarda. Pendo.
You'll answer for this! I'm not done with you!
Look what you've done! You paint one of your folks on electricity. Expulsion! Expulsion! Flash of inspiration!
Arresto momentum. Accio. Flipendo. Descendo.
Expulsion!
Stupefy. Glacius. Flipendo. Confringo.
Expulsion!
Revelio.
Otto Dibble's love letter from Rosie. He wanted me to destroy this if I found it.
Revelio. Revelio. Aloha Mora. Revelio. Revelio.
The book of poems that was taken from Agabus Filbert. I'll be thrilled to have this back. Mr. Rabe, Daisy told me you'd been abducted.
You spoke with my wife. How is she?
Worried about you. Are you all right?
I am all right. Thank you for coming. These locks are cursed, and there's an anti-apparition jinx on the cells. Even Natty's skill with wandless magic cannot free us. I need you to find my wand.
Mr. Rabe, I found your wand.
Well done. I knew it was nearby. Now, you best stand back. One never knows how a curse will react to being broken.
Revelio.
Thank you, Mr. Isco.
My pleasure. And thank you, my friend. We owe our lives to your bravery. I may be too weak to disapparate with you both, but I can try.
You go ahead. Find Officer Singer. We will get out of here on our own.
Very well. But be careful. Thank you, my young friends.
Be prepared for a fight. These Ashwinders must pay. Let's find Officer Singer and put an end to Harlow once and for all.
Natsai Onai. I should have known. And you, the troll dispatcher. Oh, thank goodness the two of you are safe. Isco Rabe told me a couple of students had rescued him. Should have known it was you two.
Is Mr. Rabe all right?
He is. I sent him home to his wife, Miss Onai. Your mother will not be pleased to learn that you're still risking your safety pursuing these dangerous men.
Actually, Officer Singer, Natty and I learned of several Hogsmeade residents who've had their lives threatened by the Ashbinders. In addition to abducting Mr. Rabe to blackmail his wife and Natty, Rookwood and Harlow have also extorted Agabus Filbert and Otto Dibble.
I will look into all of that. As for the two of you, I appreciate what you're trying to do, but you are taking great risk. Next time, please let the authorities handle the Ashwinders.
With all due respect, officer, the authorities haven't done much about any of this.
There's more to taking down an organization like the Ashwinders than simply storming in and hauling them off based on a few accusations. I must insist that you leave them to us. We shall have no further discussion on this. Natsai, you may wish to speak with your mother about this before I do.
My mother will not like this. Thank you again for rescuing me. We shall speak soon.
The Ashwinders have ceased pestering me. I suspect that's your doing. Thank you from me and Rosie both. We're just leaving for our honeymoon, after we tell Mr. Hill of our recent marriage. Wish me luck.
Revelio. Revelio.
You've made Upper Hogsfield safer. Oh, my sincerest gratitude, you brave soul. Thank you for passing through.
Revelio.
Hello again, Mrs. Sprottle.
Hello, dear. Was there something else I could help you with?
Where did you say the box of letters was again?
In a cavern in the hills, just southwest of our hamlet. I'm almost certain Aidan dropped it there.
This looks intriguing.
High wing! Go! Faster, high wing! Confringo! Incendio! Confringo! Revelio! Aloha Mora.
You are the talk of the school since you saved Mr. Rabe and I from the Ashwinders. We have come so far. We should discuss the next steps in our plan to stop her.
Expelliarmus! Bombarda! Bombarda. Confringo.
Better luck next time.
Incendio.
Let's drop a
Glacier.
You can't elude right now.
Accio. Confringo. Accio. Revelio. Defendo. Descendo. Arresto momentum. Defendo.
What have you done?
Protego. Stupefy. The Revelio.
This must be the cavern Mrs. Sprottle mentioned. Clumps to Mrs. Sprottle, but I still need to visit the cave to find Sirona's box of letters. Perhaps I'll better have a look around. See about the Hogwarts box of letters.
Flipendo. Descendo.
That's all the Horcrux for now. Mrs. Sprottle should be pleased.
Bombarda. Revelio. Lumos. Confringo. Revelio. Bombarda. Revelio.
Either I'll have to fight that troll. Avoid it altogether.
Bombarda. Flipendo. Depulso. Defendo. Confringo. Confringo. Incendio. Stupefy. Confringo. Arresto momentum. Imperio. Flipendo. Descendo. Defendo. Glacier. Confringo. Bombarda. Flipendo. Confringo. Incendio. Level. Accio. Bombarda. Confringo. Incendio. Depulso. Glacier. Defendo. Expelliarmus. Protego. Stupefy. Flipendo. Descendo. Revelio. Stupefy. Bombarda. Protego. Stupefy. Expelliarmus. Flipendo. Ascendo. Stupefy. Flipendo. Stupefy. Bombarda. Confringo. Accio. Arresto momentum. Confringo. Incendio.
One less foul, hulking brute.
Revelio. Bombarda. Revelio.
This must be Sorona's box of letters. I should take this box of letters to Sorona. I think that's everything.
Let's go! Come on, Highwing!
A castle. Slow down now. There we go.
Highwing! Go!
Does it get any? No need to race now, my friend. Hello, Sorona. I have good news. I was able to provide your friend Mrs. Sprottle with some hawk clumps for her Wiggenweld potion, and I found your box of letters.
Oh, thank you. I knew you were the one to ask.
I'm glad I could be of help. Mrs. Sprottle sends her best.
Don't know what I'd have done without her and Aidan. Thank you, again, for helping her, and for returning this box of letters. It's nice to reflect on good memories.